Hi Virgo, this is your reading for May 2018. Got a bit of a change to the format this time because I bought a pack of Rider-Waite Tarot. So what I'm going to be doing is the usual 3-card Major Arcana reading, and now I'm going to be pulling one from the Swords, one from the Wands, one from the Cups, and one from the Pentacles. So let's see what we get for you for May 2018, Virgo. Okay, here we go. One more cup. Jolly good. Here we go. High Priestess. Could be worse. Strength. And the Empress in reverse. Could be better. Right. Well, I'm never happy to see the Empress in reverse because this is sort of reverse motherhood. And it can either mean, the Empress is abundance, fertility. It can either mean nothing being born or something unbeautiful being born. So that's a bit of a shame to see her there like that. I think, with the High Priestess in the upright in the first position, things as you see them, we got a feeling of spiritual peace, spiritual abundance, spiritual equilibrium, benevolence. But what's actually going on is this, the Empress in reverse. And what's the pivot point, the fulcrum of these things, is a Strength card in the upright. Okay, there's something to be overcome here, Virgo, through May. And it's something that is not necessarily hidden, like the moon, not a secret necessarily, and not a lie necessarily, but just some part of what lies deep down. Because that's what's happening in the Strength card. Some part of the wild nature is being overcome here, and completely overcome, and overcome to the point where the overcomer, the lady in her nice hat, has her hands in its mouth. And in this respect, the hands in the mouth both put the lady in great danger of being bitten, but if she's got the strength basically to hold the jaws in place, the teeth become useless and can't, if the lion can't move its jaws, then it can't bite. So there's like a double-edged thing going on here, and we have this in the veil. Straight away, I'm going to get some clarification on this High Priestess, because there's clearly a rank misconception going on here. Okay, Justice in the upright. Wow, you are feeling sure of yourself. You're feeling sure of yourself. You feel like you've got the measure, you've got the balance right, but what is going on here? This is very, very odd. I think it's the relationship between the fulcrum card, the veil card, and the outcome card that's the most interesting. And that's going to tell us most about this, because in a sense, this Justice with this nice calm angel lady with her sword of justice and her scales of justice, clarifying the High Priestess, that doesn't really help me much at this stage of the reading. So I need to find out what the link is between the Strength card as the veil and the Empress in the reverse. Because there's clearly an expectation of good results, of being in the right place, being on the right side of things. but these good results are not coming. Okay, before I get any more clarification, I'm really thinking that perhaps it is simply a matter of there being some element that has not been addressed. And it's an element, something, I get the feeling it's something really sort of simple, and sort of almost childlike, that is still resident, or still resides in this lion, that hasn't been sort of accounted for on the scales of justice here. Something really simple, like forgetting the fact that basically everybody wants what they want, and they think it's right that they get it. Something really simple and childlike, almost juvenile, like that. That's what I'm getting from this. So I'm going to pull another card and see if I can get some more on this. Now, I'm not sure where I'm putting it. I think I'm going to put it here. I'm going to clarify the strength card. Okay, oh God, I would pull that one, wouldn't it? It's such a complex card, this. I mean, even in the upright it's complex, but in the reverse, goodness me, the choice card, the paradigm shift card, the paradigm shift that you think is in your control but isn't. Because this is going to, this is the fulcrum of this card, and it's in the reverse, and it's clarifying the veil card. Oh, good God. Right, let me think. Hold on. Well, not think, but yeah, there's some part of whatever it is going on for you this month. There's some part of yourself that you haven't brought into the mix, that is not on the scales. And in that sense, it's functioning like a thumb on the scales. And so you're not going to get the fruit of whatever it is that you're engaged upon this month. And the nature of that thumb on the scales is an unwillingness or an inability to acknowledge that what's really running the show is something beyond conscious control. Okay, I'm really winging it there. Not winging it in just like pulling random shit out of the hat, but that's what I'm getting from this. There's some, and it's not even necessarily a part of yourself. It's just a fact of life that you that is so blindingly obvious that you can't see it. Something really simple about how people work, and therefore, Virgo, how you work, that you are either unwilling or unable to bring into the mix, and it's blocking fertility. And I don't just mean fertility in terms of having babies, I mean fertility in terms of manifesting whatever it is that you clearly feel you're going to manifest. Goodness me. Right, I need another one on this, and I'm praying that it's not really complex, that it's going to give me some clarity on this veil. Okay, the Hierophant in reverse. Oh God, this is just getting thicker and thicker. Yes, this is to do not with how the world works, but how people work within the context of the world, not sort of the private spiritual existence of people, but kind of the public spiritual life of people. Because I mean, my deck here calls it Il Papa, like the Pope, but it is in fact, it's the Hierophant. This is about the sort of the politicization of the human spirit, the church. That's what the church is. in effect, it's a political representation of the soul. This is not helping, is it? Okay, it's just not helping get things any clearer at all. It's in the reverse. And again, you know, when things are in the reverse, it can be an unwillingness. It can be an absence of something or a subversion of something. And I really do get the feeling that this is an absence, because I mean, good God, if anyone is non-subversive, it's you, Virgo. You know, you like everything to be like under your feet. You like to know where the ground is under your feet, but there's something that you're missing here. Got to find another one. And I've got to move on really quickly. Okay, right, the Emperor in reverse. There's some rule breaking going on here. I'm going to go straight on. Yeah, there's some rule breaking going on here. Bugger, I'm really running out of time. I'm probably going to end up doing a second reading for you, Virgo, because I've got the 4 minor arcanas to pull as well, and I want to keep this under 15 minutes. Goodness me, I need more on this, because when the Hierophant in reverse and the Emperor in reverse come out clarifying strength, and the Lovers in reverse, that means that either, oh God, it's such a mix. I'm sorry, it's completely thrown me. You'll never watch again. You'll think, what a shit reader. She's pulling all these cards and she can't interpret them, but I really can't. I'm going to go here and see if anything makes any sense. Okay. Well, good God. The Empress in reverse and the World in reverse. These cards are just piling up on each other, but what are they telling me? What are they telling me? What are you missing? You're missing something. There's something you're not seeing. Sun in reverse. Bloody hell, Virgo. Well, now hold on. Because the Sun in reverse, clarifying the High Priestess and Justice in the upright. Okay, I think we're getting somewhere. Right, the first thing that comes to my mind, Virgo, is that you have failed to take into account the simple fact that you want to be happy. And I think for you, Virgo, that's always a kind of side issue, that you want to be happy. You just think, well, everybody wants to be happy, and you don't bring it enough into, you don't pay that enough attention, you don't give that enough weight. And that, I think, is the force of nature that you're failing to see in the Lovers in reverse here. This force of nature is what makes this young man in the middle take his choice. And I think the wish to be happy, I think you are all too willing, Virgo, to ignore that in yourself and just kind of say, well, as I said, everybody, you know, wants to be happy, of course. And in a sense, it's so obvious that it doesn't apply, certainly not to you, but it damn well does. It damn well does, Virgo. Right, I'm going to wind this one up now. I keep these under 15 minutes because otherwise you have to go through some registration process or something, and verification. I don't like all that. You've got to give a whole heap of information, and I'm not into it, especially not with what's going on the internet these days. So I'm going to leave this now, and I'm going to come back with a second reading for your 4 minor arcana cards. So I'll be back shortly, Virgo.